Been on the south side for most of my life. That's where we at right now.
West side. Sorry.
The women that I was around was very lustful.
Like, it just shows what faith in God can do for you. You know, I feel like this whole summer, like, it's just been about faith. You know, so different when you realize that God was with you, like, the whole time.
Like, and then I really don't take the Christian title, too.
I've gone too far this time, I must admit it. And I don't even know if I deserve forgiveness. Spoken to my heart and told me only listen. Grace is my decision, and I freely give it. I'm loved even though I thought I couldn't be. Love even though I thought I shouldn't be. Love me when I'm winning and I'm losing too. Love me cause you're lovely and I look like you.
My bad, kid.
Alright, bet. So, I'll hook this up.
You wanna come down here with it?
Huh?
You wanna come down here with it, or you wanna be up
It
there?
don't matter where we at, bro. I mean, you still gonna get beat regardless. So
Stop.
It don't matter, bro. You talking about you good? You ain't good. I don't know how to do this, bro.
I don't know how to do that, bro.
Gotta take the rag off.
I'm keeping mine on. My stuff chopped. I gotta do my weekly wash.
Come on, bro. We gotta do a wave check, bro.
I gotta do a weekly wash. I just comb my stuff out.
Bro, I don't care about that, bro. I ain't even brushed last night, bro.
I comb my stuff out.
I was so tired, I ain't even brushed last night.
I comb my stuff out like I don't have them right now. Like I gotta weekly wash my head. I'ma just
I ain't even got nothing.
wave check later, man. I'm gonna wave check later.
I got a couple.
I'm gonna check in later.
I got a couple ripples.
It's more, you know, you just gotta use more, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get some more wild growth in you, know what I'm saying?
Wild growth? Bro, I had a month of it.
I don't know. My hair been growing like fast, I ain't gonna lie. Cause what I cut it in April. It's July now. I ain't got no full fro yet. Ain't working.
Bro, this man came to the gym. No, we was wondering where he was at. He took like 3 hours to get there. I'm like, bro, where's Sabo at? Jeremy talking about he getting his haircut. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm thinking, you know, getting a regular haircut.
No.
This man coming that bald, bro. He talking about,
bro.
that's all right.
I cut that ball. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay.
Got the big chop. And then I know what Devo knew what you was talking about. I didn't know what you was talking about. Well, he was like, they getting it, you getting it like cut all the way like 1/2. So I'm thinking like 1/2. Okay, that's like, you know, he just getting the sides and taper and stuff. I didn't know that meant your whole head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he cutting it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay then.
Big baller brand.
I think you was the first one, right?
Yes.
You was the first one to get the chop. Yeah.
Yeah. And then who else?
I think it was me, right? Or was it me?
I think so. But I feel like you chopped yours off in like, you did it in like May, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else I know that cut their hair off. I think it was just me and you. What you want, red or yellow, man?
I'll do yellow.
Okay.
But yeah, before we start,
yeah.
welcome to the Are Loved Podcast. Podcast about, you know, just bringing Christians, non-Christians around, you know, people who love God, people who's not familiar with God and wants to get familiar with Him. Just showing them how, you know, showing the love that He has for you. Oh, you got it.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
No, you good.
Take care now.
You too.
It's a mailman, mailman. But showing, you know, like, just the love that, you know, God has shown in their life. And just implementing what love means, you know.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna get on to it. But first question, I'm just, you know, as I'm setting up, hold on, let me get my stuff ready.
What, you want me to introduce myself?
Yeah, like, who are you, bro? Like, you know, I know you, you know, since freshman year, like, we been solid since then, you feel me? Know me now. You know, but like, for real, like, who, like, who are you, bro?
I can say my full name?
Yeah. Sebastian.
Hey, watch out, bro. Okay, my name is Sebastian Honeycutt, aka Sabo 3000, aka S3K.
Yes, sir.
That's on my head right now. if the hat is a little loose. But yeah, I'm a Chicago artist. I used to say rapper, but I'd rather go artist route because I can do multiple things. And I believe in God, you know what I'm saying, Most High and everything. And, you know, been on the south side for most of my life. That's where we at right now.
West side. Sorry. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
And this is like my third house I ever lived in. And this is like one of my spots that I be at to like clear my mind sometimes and whenever I get a chance. But yeah.
So like when you say like clear your mind, like when you come out here, you know, because I remember like you mentioned it to me, like you say you come out here just sit on the porch, you know, just vibe. So like,
yeah, I did it at my old. So I used to live on I don't really care, but I used to live on 71st and Green. That's not too far from here. That used to be my that's my very first house I ever lived in, born and raised for like 13 years. And I used to like, you know, whenever because at the time I half in that I had a dog, but most of the time I'd be outside just on the porch, on the balcony, because I used to live on the top floor and just chilling and just vibing, playing with my toys and stuff. Like the porch of each of my cribs been like the most, I say, calmest areas, and you know I just vibe out and just clear my mind. Do I go deeper into the clear my mind thing?
I mean, you can if you want to. It's up to you.
I mean,
whatever you feel comfortable, you know, expressing, whatever you feel comfortable sharing with the people, bro. Like, go ahead.
Oh snap. I clear my mind. We gotta play the game.
We play. Yeah, we play. Right there.
I clear my mind with a lot of things that I might be going through. You know, family stuff, friend stuff. Don't really matter. I just like to clear my mind. It could be music, spiritually. Just, you know, just chilling outside, but not going too far. You know what I'm saying?
Staying within the regions.
Yeah.
So that kind of like leads us to our first segment of Child of God, What's Your Story? And it's basically a segment where you talk about, you know, your journey with God, what made you give your life to Christ, and since then, how has God molded you into the beautiful spirit that you are each and every day?
Okay. This is like kind of exposing myself, but okay, my testimony on how I started like believing in God is due to my mom and my grandma. Just them praying over me and my sister and the whole family, and like countless times, and me just hearing that, and just it got a little spark. So it was like, you know, but as a little kid, you be always like, oh snap, I got you, appreciate it. But as a kid, you always like, you just in your own world, and you innocent, and you just very non-knowing of everything. You don't have that knowledge and wisdom in certain situations. So I would know, I have the knowledge of God and Jesus by my mom and grandma, but I just never understood it. And then by like fast forward, I ain't gonna say fast forward, but just through my life of being like, my mom said like her testimony is also my testimony as well, because when I was living in my house that I was born and raised in, my first house, it was just a house that my dad, great auntie, owned, and she had passed, but my dad's cousin had owned it right after her, and my dad was just living there in a sense, and you know, that was where he started his family. Even though he had other kids like my brothers before me, it's just he started another family there, and it's just a lot of stuff was going on family-wise, and it's just to a certain degree to where the reason why we moved was because the house was becoming foreclosed. And then on top of that, my father was just going through a mental thing.
Explain foreclosure to
foreclosure is like when I say like you can't pay for your house or something like that. Yeah. And it's like they gotta like push the people out. So you damn near about to be homeless.
Evicted, yeah.
If you don't know where else, if you don't have another spot to go. So damn near I was, as a kid, about to be homeless, literally. And I'm sorry for cussing. I said damn.
Yeah.
My bad, Lord. But it was I was in that, I don't even know. I'm gonna just put this down. I'm deep in the conversation. But I was dang near close to being homeless, and my dad was going through a mental thing, which I don't know about to this day. I don't know why he made the certain decisions that he did, but the family broke up. My mom and dad broke up, and as a kid that's going to elementary school, seeing a family go, seeing your mom and your dad break up and just go through countless fights, it brings some type of trauma, or it could be detrimental to a kid. And the way how I took out of that whole thing was, I gotta make sure me and my sister straight, because my mom was just very in a depressive state that I never seen a woman go through in my life. And just seeing her countlessly cry, it would I ain't gonna say it scarred me, but it's just like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't really do much because I'm a kid. All I could do is just be there, and she trying to look out for me and my sister at the same time. It was too much, you know what I'm saying? And I could see it right there when my mom just really put her faith in God and really just was like, I need you, Lord. She would pray. She would be in the Bible. She would talk to my grandma. My grandma is passed, but she would talk to my grandma, her mother, and about things. And it's just staying close with God and just putting everything in God's hands. And God really moved my mom to really, do something. And then that's where, because at first my mom wasn't working for her. She was an at-home mom. And my dad was doing all the working, but ain't no telling what my dad was doing after that and stuff like that. And I don't totally blame my dad. He human, man. We, as a young man, I understand, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'm learning that you got to have self-control in certain situations and rely on God and just seek refuge in Him. Because, it's just, you could try to do things on your own, but you don't know where it's going to go if you do it on your own without Him.
That's a word right
So, I just, snap. I'm like, who's this? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking like, hold up. Hey, this game might not count. But listen.
Don't count.
I'm over right my. But yeah, it was just, my mom just really put all her faith in God in that situation, and we came up to where I moved to my second house, and it just it blossomed to her going to school, because she was really scared about going to college and stuff, and it really just pushed her to go to school and really just, put that effort into seeing what she could do for the family and stuff like that. And on top of that, she doing music. She a talented singer, so it's and she's locally known through Chicago, so it's people calling her, yeah, come do. She had different opportunities, but it's life can really hit you and really just make stuff not go as ideally planned. And it just really she was going through it, I could truly say. And my mom a real strong woman for that. And that's why, I gravitate, and I have female friends that are very strong and strong-minded.
Yeah.
Even though I can be a little messy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Hey. But, it's just, my mom just went through a whole thing, and the whole thing was, she kept praying on having her house to own, or just having a situation to get me and my sister out of, so we don't be homeless, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she went to school, started working, started saving up her money, moved to our second house on Union, it's on 56 in Union. We lived there, we started renting that out, you know what I'm saying? Renting that whole thing out for I forgot, I think through my whole high school, no. I think we got out that house when I became a senior in high school, but we was there for cool three years and a half. And it was smooth to see like that whole transition, but at the same time we were still going through like a family breakup, because it was like, it's so detrimental, and it really got to my sister to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying, because she younger than me, and the more young you are going through a situation like that, it can really, you know, change you, you know what I'm saying. I was already like preteen already, you know, I already got emotions, but that time my whole mindset was set on like, what can I do to lessen the tension, which I felt like I was doing something, but I really wasn't. I ain't gonna lie, as a kid you can't really do nothing. You can't, all you can do is just go to your butt to school and make it less whatchamacallit. But I did have my times where I was being very troublesome at school, and I had my little school problems, which, you know, kind of didn't affect things, but it was just like you could see like the change, what happened, because I went from being a happy kid to like doing just dumb little stuff, you know what I'm saying.
And do you think like part of that was because of the trauma that you was going through at home?
Yeah. I as much as I was, I keep wiping them. As much as I was probably denying like teachers and my mom, like, is it due to, I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying. It most likely did, and I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean,
you're here now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God got me right here.
Yeah.
And it builds the character, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Character development.
Yeah. And now you can rejoice about it. You know, one of my favorite, I know I always say this, you know, to y'all.
Did you go?
Yeah, I already went. Something I always say to, like, you know, y'all and just like myself in general, and when I talk to God, like, I even, you know, speak to him about it. But, you know, you send me that scripture.
Yeah.
Romans 5:3-5. Like, you know, you rejoice through, you rejoice through suffering, because through suffering that produces character, and the character that produces endurance, and through endurance it produces, you know, hope. And we don't, you know, I don't remember all of it, but I remember most of it. And I just want to say, like, that your story is beautiful, bro. Like, it just shows what faith in God can do for you. You know, I feel like this whole summer, like, it's just been about faith. You know, just like holding on to God, being faithful in the process, and being obedient and disciplined enough to listen to what he's saying and go do it. You know, because you never know what he has in store for you. A lot of the times, like, when God sets something in front of you, you just look at it and you like, God, I don't know if I can do this. Moses doesn't know if he can lead the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So if God has a plan for you, God has something in store for you, you gotta just go and do it. That's what your mom did with, like, you and the family. Like, faith without works is dead. Like, it's literally in the Bible, you know? Like, you can't just have faith and not just do anything. Faith is a corresponding action.
That's a word right there.
So by her, you know, taking the time out, giving her efforts out to go to school, you know, although y'all was going through a rough time, that just shows how strong she is as a person. Anyway, like, y'all was still going through a rough time, and yet she was like, no, I still need to take care of my kids. At the end of the day, I have kids. Yeah, okay, he in the life, but he not really in there. I'm not gonna depend on him, I'm depend on you.
That's a word right there.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's beautiful, bro. Like, a lot of people, you know, don't understand that. A lot of people wouldn't understand that, but I hope that they understand it now.
Bro.
Yeah, and so I was just gonna ask you, like, it's kind of like a freestyle question, but so you said, like, you was young at the time, like, you was young, you didn't really know, like, much was going on and stuff like that. Like you say, you was getting in trouble in school because of what was going on at home. But, like, now that you see that it works, you know, believing in God works, and having a faith works, like,
okay,
how do you implement that in your life now?
Well, okay,
Did
so
you go?
what? Yeah.
Okay.
Just like, watch out!
You tried it.
But okay. Even though my mom's testimony is a part of my testimony, I feel like I have my own testimony at the same time. Okay. Because, like, okay, seeing me, you know, implementing that, I still wasn't, like, fully, like, indulged in God at that time. Because I was like, I was seeing it, and I was like, okay, amen, yeah, ooh, you know, brushing it off. Right. But not knowing that God was, not knowing the prayers that my mom and my grandma and other family members was, like, you know, including my auntie, throwing on the family and throwing on me, it's that protection. And,
Okay. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
We good.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I do like a little cut so you can.
No, we're not cutting.
Oh, okay, okay, then. All right. Even though my mom's testimony is part of my testimony, I have my own testimony, but at the same time, like I still wasn't comprehending, like, you know, having God in my life. Until like I became like dope for real. Yeah. Cause I was going to church, but then, you know, I got like tired of going to church, cause I'm like, you know, when you're at a black church, cause she been with this pastor named Pastor Hannah for a long time. And she still is with him now. But it would be me, her, and my godmother and my sister. We'd go, and it just she would. You know, she be praying, but I would see everybody else be like hooting and hollering. I'm like, bro, why are they doing all this just running? But I wasn't understanding that they was feeling it, like they was feeling the ghost. And it was just like the whole, you know, feeling that word. I didn't understand it. So it was like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so confused. I'm like, man, they tweaking. That's what I tell you. Yeah. But that's why I'm like, we ain't gotta put it. I mean, we can have it right. Okay. But it's just that whole thing was like, you know, I didn't really grasp it, but I did understand the transition from what we was going through and what she was putting her, you know, just putting her faith in the Lord. Yeah. And I definitely was like, amen. You know, but what really got me closer to God was, because as a young man, you become very lustful, sin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it can really, you know, change you and gravitate you to a whole nother aspect. So it was more like my mindset because the environment in my elementary school was like, you know, everybody was very young, just, you know, doing whatever, trying to be fast and be adults. And I was just seeing that in my elementary school. I'm like, man, I want to lose my stuff too. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I find that so crazy though. It like, you know, the way we grew up and the way that we thought, you know, how the world should be, or the way that the world is, you know, about like losing your virginity at, you know, 13 or 14. It's like, crazy. You still ain't getting on it? Like, bro, like, no. You know, it's like, now that I like look back on it, it's yeah, like you said, like it's crazy, like, bro, like we used to really just sit up there and be like, bro, I'm trying to get me some, like, bro, how you get some and I didn't, like, you know, like that just goes to show, like, you know, how much God had his hand on, had his hand on us, cause like it could have went a whole opposite direction, we could have went a whole different route, but God was like, no, you may not understand this right now, but no, you know, like I'm gonna keep you in the mindset of not doing this, cause I don't want you to end up right here. So yeah.
And I don't know if I apologize to my homie, but I be trolling him, being like, man, you still ain't lose your, you know, your V card, you 23 and stuff like that. I be trolling him, but deep down, like the whole time I don't know if he did or not. I don't know, but it's just deep down low key, he can hold that. You know what I'm saying? He don't really need to. He ain't messing out on nothing for real. Yeah. Even if he, you know, if he did or not.
Wait till marriage, please, y'all. Like I cannot stress that enough. Wait till marriage. No. All right, so I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to share it.
Factual evidence.
Cause we're gonna have to, you know, be invested in more cameras. You feel me? Because, you know, this is like the second one, but that's just the devil trying to get in the way, and we're not going to allow him to get in the way. We're just going to keep going.
Bro, you want me to turn the fan on?
I mean, you can't do it on low, though. Gotcha. But I think where I left off was, just understanding the difference between, like, worldly relationships and, like, an actual spiritual relationship. I know, you know, a lot of the time, you know, because of what I was used to, because of my environment, I've made bad decisions. I made decisions to where, like, you know, being young and, like, you know, having a free will, you know, to be able to, like, yeah, you cool, but, like, you know, like, this ain't really, like, you know, enough, you know, thinking it wasn't enough when it actually was. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and that's why, like, on today, I'm so grateful that, you know, God has shown me that. God has shown me the difference and how to treat women for sure. Because the way I grew up, and there's no like downplaying on my parents or anything, but the way I grew up learning how to like be a man, more so in my dad's sense, you know, it was wrong. You know, it wasn't in the sense of like faithfulness. It was more in the sense of like, you're young, you're free to just choose whoever you want, you know, and then it just be that. No, that's not how it is. You know, if you choose this person, you're with this person, and that doesn't mean jump into lustful things. That doesn't mean like, you know, there's different ways to show that you love somebody. There's different ways to heal someone. And one thing that I always preach about or speak about is that God has given me the gift to heal. God has given me the gift to, you know, heal my friends, heal, you know, just heal different people, you know, out in the world, like even homeless people. I remember if y'all watch my TikToks, you know, and stuff, like you'll see how I, you know, I gave like, what was it, like $23? I think I gave $23 to.
That's a blessing.
The homeless man for him to get a hotel that night. It's just like he's been sending me on like a lot of assignments to do and just allowing me to heal and do things like that. But the devil knows that my kryptonite is women, right?
I did that to every man, low key.
No, but yeah, like literally, like, you know, like kryptonite is women. And one thing that, you know, because of the environment that I grew up in, it was kind of like a thing of like loving women is like, you know, like y'all talking for a little bit and y'all go like on a movie date. I don't know why it's always a movie date, but y'all go on a movie date and y'all like start, you know, kissing and touching. That's not how it goes. Loving is fellowshipping, bro. Loving is loving like Loving is understanding what childlike love looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's being that child again, being that child, like going to the movies, but actually watching that movie, dissecting the movie, then talking about it afterwards, going out to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Having a connection.
Like I'm saying, going to arcades, going to
enjoying each other's presence,
late night walks, like just different stuff, you know, other than anything sexual, bro. Like, it doesn't have to always be sexual. Sometimes getting to know somebody, sometimes, you know, dating to marry means that you're dating to get to know that person in the inside and not how they look.
That's a word right there.
You know what I'm saying? So
factual, evident. But yeah, it's just the environment that I was around was very lustful, and then not trying to downplay my pops, but he's, you know, he got 3 baby mamas. What you think?
Yeah.
So it's like.
I'm sorry. That was my bad. No, I didn't. No. Gee. Oh man, bro.
Nah, you good? You good, bro. Nah, it's just like. I could like, you know, it can be passed down. Yeah, even though it's lust is a sin all around, it could get passed down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you could have a kid that's not very lustful, that does not own that. You know what I'm saying? But if it could get passed down and then they be in a deep environment like that, it's just like it's down for their mindset to be like, oh yeah, let me be a part of that, or let me, you know what I'm saying? I went.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I dropped that one.
Oh, okay.
But it was just, you know, just the way how I got with God was just like trying to get away from lust, because my whole mindset with lust was, you know, it was like, oh, I want to lose my virginity. Like I went to high school, it was like, you know, I'm gonna start off fresh. You know what I'm saying? My whole goal is to lose my virginity before I graduate or before I turn 18. Don't know why. Crazy, right?
It's crazy.
And you know, I got what I wanted, of course, but it never fulfilled. It gave me no fulfillment. Like, it didn't really like there was no point. Like, okay, my shit gone now. What? I don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what was the point? You know what I'm saying? The person I was with, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, we did what we did, but it was like, at the end of the day, we not together. You know what I'm saying? and that's for other reasons. But it's just like the whole thing is just like, come on, bro, like, you know.
Yeah.
And just having that mindset, and I just start reflecting because I'm very aware of certain things I do. Because not, you know, no shame to other people, but some people, and it happens to all, you know, sometimes I might not be aware, but I know that I'm mainly aware of everything that I do. But some people don't have that mindset to be aware of what they be doing. They just be doing it.
Yeah.
And it just, I was reflecting and being aware of like all my actions. And just through my life, and especially I do it when I was doing it, you know, I wasn't aware till I got out of high school. But I was like, yo, I'm a little, like, after I lost my, like, that whole thing, I'm like, bro, like, what am I doing? Like, right after I got a break, I'm like, what am I doing? My mindset, I mean, I still had the mindset of getting this money, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm stacking, you know what I'm saying? That's why you know, that's why they call me Mr. 3 Stacks, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, the whole mindset needed a whole trajectory. It needed to change.
Yeah.
And just having that encouragement by 180, you know what I'm saying? And watching him go through his discernment and just seeing his whole testimony in person, because we was all right there.
Yeah.
It was just like, and saw the reason why he spaced himself apart from, you know, certain people and from us. It's like, you know, we just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And I just saw that, and then he would spill the word in me a little bit, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little encouragement from him, and then I say before that, like during my breakup, I ain't gonna lie, like I almost wanted to go back low key, but it was like somebody stopped me to like be like, you know, because that's when I first got introduced to Soul Ties. I'm like,
yeah,
nigga, cooked. I'll be cooked if I try to spin back like that for real, off of just lust, because I'm like, that's the only, you know, that's the only coochie you getting, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just like. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, go.
I'm sorry. I just got deep in the conversation. I'm sorry, but it's just like, you know.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm being real.
I know you being real. All right.
My bad. I'm good. But it's just like, you know, it just having that thought, and I think through my process, I had, you know, I want to rely on God. It's like how the book of Esther is. God was barely mentioned in that whole book. So the fact that God was still there through all the prayers that my mom and my, you know, and people that put on me and all the family, is just, them prayers really work.
Bro,
like,
it's so different when you realize that God was with you like the whole time. Like the whole time. It's so different, bro.
So it's like, when you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
So it was like, you know, now realizing that God was right there the whole time to not have me not make certain decisions. It was like, okay, boom. And then, you know, I made sure I didn't go back, you know what I'm saying? And I made sure, you know, I'm like, okay, I want something new. And that still was like, okay, you going on the right path, but you still like shaky. Cause you want something new now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, the more, you know, I don't want to say failed attempts, but the more, you know, I start to realize, I'm like, bro, I really need to focus on myself. But then, as like I said, when 80 came, you know, seeing him and then talking to him more while he was not in the city, it just was like, okay, I see God is in my life and he been protecting me. Let me indulge and grow that, you know, have that mustard seed and really just be like, okay, God, here's my mustard seed, you know what I'm saying? And just, let's see how this will grow, you know what I'm saying? And just put my whole full heart and faith in the Lord. And it get hard sometimes. It's a struggle, but at the same time, I'm glad I made, you know, that decision, and instead of going into a lustful mindset and route. And I ain't, you know, my stuff might be just kiddie pool stuff, because, you know, certain people, you know, people that go through lustful stuff, they act on it.
Well, I mean, your testimony is your testimony.
Yeah.
So it's not really like no kiddie things. I mean, yeah, people go through different things because that's that's what God strengthened them to go through. You know, sometimes people go through little things to realize, and that's just God's grace. You know,
That's a word right there.
I mean, your testimony is your testimony. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just when people talk about lust, it's just they went deep dive. Like the reason why I said that is like I didn't. Like, I'm at the end of the pool just swinging my feet in the water type. You know what I'm saying? When people go through lust, they really just deep dive and they just going, you know, doing their things with different women and stuff like that. I didn't do that. I stayed solid to not do that because I don't want to, not to downplay my father, but I just don't want to.
You didn't want that you didn't want that to be your character.
Yeah. Just a womanizer type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, man. See this guy. But it's just, you know, I gravitated. And then what really gave me that last push was I was talking to a shorty and she was Christian. And she was like, I'm Christian, you know, I'm getting closer with God and I'm like, okay. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And look what God would do for, you know what I'm saying, put people in your life just to be like, you know, just to be like, boom. So I'm like, okay. Because me and this girl was getting a little close and we was like, you know, okay. You know what I'm saying? In my mindset, I'm like, this is a God-fearing woman. I need that in my life, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm like, okay, bet. And then it just, I ain't gonna say stuff went downhill, but it's just by her just planting that seed and just being like, you know what I'm saying? Because she gave me a little pamphlet and like how to get closer with God and just boom. I'm like, okay, bet. And then, you know, stuff went downhill and I don't want to, you know, that's you know, to the grave. And I just was like, you know, it just pushed me to be like, okay, I want to actually get closer with God. I ain't gonna say I don't need nobody else to like push me no further than what you are already showing me signs to get closer to you. So I was like, let me just, you know, figure this out on my own and get closer to you on my own.
Yeah, and sometimes even like what you said, like, you know, you don't need nobody else to like show you. Sometimes, you know, that's all it takes. You know, sometimes God is gonna show you a preview of what's to come, even though it may look like, you know. Okay, God's gonna show you a preview of something that's to come from another perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with me, like, I was getting closer to God, and, you know, I was going through, you know, my breakup during the time, and a woman was presented to me, you know, buying me things, and, like, everything was just different, like, catering to me, and all of that, you know, like, it was different, but her faith wasn't really equally yoked to mine. You know, and the way that I went about certain things wasn't the way that she went about certain things. Everything was just like, I like you, you know, because of your physical appearance. I like you because you have somewhat of a relationship with God, but it's not as deep. You know what I'm saying? And even though you have all these great qualities, I gotta cut this off, because not only am I still going through the process of healing, but I know if we go any further with this, it's not gonna go in God's plan. Like, we're not gonna follow God's plan in this.
Bro.
You know? So yeah, sometimes it's a preview, and like I said, like now, like it's a preview of what's to come. And I stayed obedient, I stayed disciplined, and even through the hard times where I thought I was gonna fall, God picked me right back up, and I just kept walking, and now look at me. Like, I'm in a whole, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's beautiful. I was gonna ask you though, like, in everything that you do now, you know, like, how do you keep God in the center of everything, you know? Like, through your music, through, like, work, and, you know, just how do you keep God in the center?
I'm trying to do that. I mean, I feel like he's centered through my work because, like, you know, because I'm protected, because I do security, so it's like, you know.
What, bro?
I just look what you did. You know you fried, right?
I am?
Yeah.
What'd I do? Wait.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
No! Oh, dang.
But,
He thought, whatever, bro. It's cool, bro. Oh, dang.
So the whole thing was
Boo boo.
I feel like I got God centered in that, but not fully, because I'm being protected doing security, you know, because anything can happen doing security. You know, you protecting a whole building, and you never know if there's a bomb threat, or you don't know who coming for that building. If like an executive done fired somebody, you don't know why.
Yeah.
But the way I keep God centered in my life is I at least make sure I thank God that He woke me up. And
Always.
And now that, I'm in an accountability group with a group of my church friends, with church homies, close, very close homies. 180 and Caesar and Rajan. And we holding ourselves accountable with being on social media a lot. I know before I got on this restriction, I was on social media a lot, doom scrolling, not focus on my craft, cause I ain't gonna lie, I haven't recorded a song since early this year.
Right.
And I hate to fly in here, bro. I haven't recorded a song. Like, I ain't gonna say I haven't, but it's like a full solo song by myself, and since the beginning of this year. And by having this social media restriction, and stopping me from doom scrolling, I can focus on my craft and focus on getting closer with the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like I'm centering God by just thanking Him and just not being on my phone as much, because I'm on a 1 hour restriction on social media, and I'm on downtime from 3 a.m. in the morning while I'm at work till 5 p.m. in the afternoon, because I get off at 7:30, and then I go to sleep, and then I can wake up, you know what I'm saying? Boom. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, I got that, and that's really just helping me fast. Them restrictions is helping me fast, and them holding me accountable to like different stuff, not just social media, but just our whole journey through God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, during the week, bro, my Instagram, my TikTok is like, my Instagram is 1 minute. Like, I literally can only be on there for 1 minute. I get on there and do my stroll, do my little text message. If somebody
You do it that fast?
Quick. Like, text message done, cool, off. And it'd be like, time limit over with. And then I get on TikTok, I do my little strolling for a little bit, check to see how many people was in the room, for the video, do my little reply to comments. Done. Like, I think that's very important, like the accountability, taking accountability for your restrictions, just things that you do in life, like, and holding each other accountable for the things that, we are saying, and being truthful enough, bold enough in your Christianity to be like, hey, bro, like, I'm going through this right now, or like, I'm having trouble with this, or I did this, like, that's beautiful. So, yeah.
So, yeah, we just been very honest about certain things we go through. You know what I'm saying? And pain and lust as well, you know what I'm saying? Because we all, at the end of the day, we men and we are human. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of tension built up, and we be stressed out about certain things, and temptation can really, get gravitated towards us going through a lot of stuff and being pimped up with a lot of stress. And it can really, be hard, but at the same time, that's when you can't fight lust. You gotta run to
You gotta run from that thing, boy. Like, you running back, boy. See these calves right here, boy. See these calves right here? You see, that's a muscle tissue right there, my boy. Muscle tissues, boy. You gotta run, bro. We can't fight it, bro. Nah, for real though. We can't fight it, bro. Cause the more we fight, I'll ask you, but the more you fight it, the more you fight it, bro, that's how you fall, bro. And the Bible literally says, run from lust, man. Get away from it, bro. You see it, run, bro. It's coming towards you, run, bro. You laying in your bed trying to go to sleep, bro. It's trying to sneak up on you, bro. Do laps around your house, bro. Your parents may ask what's going on. You be like,
but I ain't gonna lie, I'll be honest, bro. I know this might be exposing myself, but sometimes I'll be falling, no lie.
Yeah, I mean, okay. And I'm so happy you said that. As Christians, bro, we're still humans. We're not robots. You feel me? Like, we're still humans. Jesus came down on this earth as a human. And through everything that he was preaching, through everything that he was saying, and through everything that he was teaching, and his disciples that he was with him, they didn't understand, but he wanted them to understand because he was like, bro, we're no different. I'm the same. I'm literally like, bro, we're human, but it's also the understanding of the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like the knowledge, right? But it's just, bro, bro, as Christians, bro, we fall, bro. Like it happens, but it's about what you do afterwards, bro. Are you gonna keep falling? Are you gonna be like, okay, if this is gonna keep happening, bro, I might as well just let it happen? No, bro. Like we just move different from it, bro. Like, and actually, it just strengthens us. It strengthens us not to do it again. It strengthens us, and God speaks to us and tells us different ways to go about it, bro. Like, we fall, but we get right back up, and we're like, getting this word. Okay. I'm praying, God, speak to me. Okay. Oh, okay, you want me to do this? Like, literally, haven't done it yet, but I'm about to create like a little prayer closet or something, bro, because like when times come like this, bro, I need something to isolate myself in and just to sit there and just like meditate with God, like, you know, like, or just pray with God, you know, like just do that specific thing. Like God is gonna get you in the right direction as long as you're on the right direction with Him.
That's a word,
you know?
right
So
there.
it's just like, bro, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Like, you know, like you just gotta get right back up and just move forward, bro.
And it works, bro. It works, because I'm telling you, like, it'll be times, you know, I done came home from like doing a 40-hour week of work. And I get home, I got that one chill day.
And lazy. And the devil love to get you.
Laziness is a sin too. Don't think procrastination, bro.
He love to get you.
You can get jumped.
Bro,
you can get jumped, bro. If you think you can't get jumped, you think it's one by one? No, bro. Hey, let him get up. Like, it's over with, bro. No, because once you get attacked by procrastination, then that's what lust just like come in like that big goofy like, hey, I'm coming for you, buddy.
What up, bro? Like, no. We joking about it, but it's
I'm
serious,
saying, bro.
Like, yes.
And just really bro, just really like going like being like, Lord, please, Lord, help me. Just really like begging Him to, like, you know, what is that? Begging Him? Yeah.
Prayer. So, but I mean, it's really, okay. Because begging is like crying. I would say begging is like crying out.
Yeah.
And He hears you when you're crying out.
Yeah, but praying and just really asking for that help and just like, God, let me come to you with this and just let me run to you, or can you handle this? Like, it's just, it really works. And I'm dead, like, serious. Like, I would literally like do that and I would feel the tension. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then you a guy, you know what I'm saying? You got the boy, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Understanding that God is with you everywhere you go. God bless Him. Understanding that God is with you everywhere you go. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the point of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. God is with you as long as you stick with Him, and even when you're not with Him, He's still with you.
Yes, sir.
That leads us to the next question. What are some sacrifices that God has set for you to make? How have you been disciplined and obedient towards it, and how has it changed the way that you view life today?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't. I mean, I probably have without knowing, but I feel like I haven't really made. I feel like probably God know that I did, but I feel like I haven't made any sacrifices, because like how you took the game away from like your whole thing. I still be playing the game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I feel like, okay, do you feel like the games will take you away from like getting closer to God? Because that was like kind of my call. It wasn't kind of, it was my calling. That was my calling. Like, yeah.
Nah, I got my times when I want to go crazy on the game, like play a little few times. But I feel like due to me working or barely being home for real, it don't really like get me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll really be on the game unless the homies call me and be like, hop on, or it be like, or if I'm really anxious to play 2K for real. Like if I really want to play a basketball game, like you know what I'm saying, or some other game. I'm really not a Fortnite guy anymore. So yeah, but I really. Oh, okay. I could say I took the sacrifice of not cussing in my music no more.
Okay.
I've been trying to get more creative with, just, what I'm saying, being myself, but then also not trying to get caught up, no offense to, you and Cam or any Christian rapper, but I just don't want to be put in that lane as being like, because I go clean. I don't want to be like, I'm Christian now and do. I still want to be myself within my music, but just not violent and not cussing and just making sure it's not, disrespecting anybody for real. Because, I never really disrespected anybody in my music for real.
Go ahead, before you keep... So he's clarifying that he don't want to be justified as a Christian artist. Although he is Christian, he doesn't want to be a Christian artist like that. He just wants to glorify the good news.
Well,
right?
Dude, I'm gonna...
Cause
wait.
It kind of threw me off, but I understood what you was coming from a little bit, so I didn't want to throw them off.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, and then I really don't take the Christian title too, cause it's like I ain't saying I don't want to be judged, but it's like I don't want to be like, oh, he's a Christian, so I shouldn't be cool with him, or he's gonna judge me a certain way. So I don't really take that title. I be like, okay, I believe in the Most High. I believe what Jesus did for me. He died for my sins, and I agree with what everybody, I agree with. You know what I'm saying? I don't really take that title for real, because if I just be like, oh, I'm a Christian, then that might scare people away. That might, other people might judge me, or, what I'm saying, even other Christians might be like, so how deep of a Christian you are?
Well, that's good, though.
Yeah, I know that, but, like, it's just, I'd rather not be in that type of circumstance, or, like, have somebody have that in the back of their mind, even though I shouldn't care.
Yeah. And
it's only what, the Lord says, right? But it's just, I'd rather not have that title on me, for real. I'm be honest.
Okay. No, it's good that you're honest. Okay.
But I agree with,
Yeah.
It's just that's just how I feel. And I'm telling you, I stress that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how everybody else feel. Just don't jump down my throat, no Diddy.
No, we're a wonderful community over here.
You didn't expect me to say that?
I didn't. So it's gonna take a minute. But
okay, how do you feel about that?
I feel like, well, it's not really about how I have enough faith to know that, soon enough that before he comes back, that he will call you, where you become more bold in your Christianity. And that, by you already getting closer to him, that's already a sign in itself. I feel like right now that you don't want to take that route, because you are too dependent on other people's feelings and not dependent on what God has already in store for you. But soon he will show you, because even he says it, in the Bible, he spoke it, like some may not understand now, but soon they will. That's one of, I would say that's one of Jesus' favorite words, soon. So okay, I guess you could say that's how I feel about it, but like it's really just the faith within that. Like I know, how you already on the path of like getting closer with God. You're already on the path of that journey. It was a lot. What you just said was actually a lot of clarity. But yeah, like that's the way I see it. So like I said, there's no judgment for it. It's like, dang, okay. All right, so God is still okay.
Yeah,
so, it was like that type of moment. It wasn't like, dang, like what?
I still believe that God is still working on me.
Yeah,
regard, and I feel like that's with anybody. God is still working on everybody.
Yeah,
and it's just I see what you're saying. Like I do care about what what I'm saying. It's just I feel like it would be, and that's just me again, because I'm saying too much. It would be a hassle for like, because I was at DreamCon and I was talking to somebody and it was like, and I was like, I believe in God and stuff. Like, it's like, oh, you believe in God? What's your favorite verse? Like, they will always, like, whenever I say that, like, when I started my journey, everybody was like, what's your favorite verse? What's your favorite verse? At first, I didn't have a favorite verse because I was just reading.
Yeah.
But when they came up to me, and, well, not when they came up to me, when I was having that conversation with that girl, she was like, what's your favorite verse? And I was like, Romans 12:12. And I said it. She was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Cause she was a firm believer too. But she just, you know what I'm saying. Everybody just be saying it. You know what I'm saying. Like how, you know, like an example I could give is, I don't know if people watch Sinners. You know what I'm saying. But like how they was saying that whole scripture with the preacher boy. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Oh shit.
But it's not spoilers because I'm not watching it. I mean, they might watch it.
Yeah. But it was just like. I get why people be like, you know, why Christians be so hesitant, or just people be like, oh, you really believe in God? Let me, because you would have people that's like that be like, oh, I believe in God, and still do certain things that's not God oriented. Like, it just be like, okay, you believe in God. I get we all human, but it's like, you gotta have the knowledge that you know what you're doing is wrong, and there's gotta be some type of way of you putting that, giving it to God and having him, you know, stopping that for yourself to keep damaging yourself in that sense. And you know, and I was low key geek when she was, you know, when she hit me with that, and I was on point. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, dang. Like, okay. I'm really going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord. You got me on point. But it was just like that whole, you know. It just, I think it would be a hassle if, you know, if I keep getting people that do that to me, and I'm like, bro, I know what's my faith. Why do I have to prove myself to you? You know, I don't have to. Yeah. Why do I have to like give you some type of confirmation? And so it's like, you know, and then they proceed like, are you Christian, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want to go through all the questions. It's not questionnaire, bro. I'm not trying to go through all the questions.
That's understandable. We usually have like a segment where we say like love language. In what ways does God speak to you, and how has the Lord like implemented His love in your life? But you kind of explained that in the beginning. You know, what you was going through in the beginning stages. You know, with your mom, with your family, and just like how He's been showing love to you now. You know, so I'm gonna just skip to the next segment of change of scenery. Before we get into prayer, before we head out of here, like, what is God doing for you in the season, like right now?
Patience, and I've been low key, like, you know how you be like, oh, I want to win the lottery and have the full amount of abundance. Yeah, I feel like He's giving it to me increment, like in small, cause like the smallest ways, cause I'm working, you know what I'm saying. I have nothing about it, but I'm getting money though, you know what I'm saying. I'm getting that money on, and I'm peeping. I'm like, hold on, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm like, the whole time I could have been had a car by now, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Certain goals are just being, you know,
fulfilled.
Yeah, but it's just like I'm not fulfilling it because I'm not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And once I fully like pay attention and lock in what I got going, I think it's just, you know, but at the same time, God is just showing me, and I'm seeing that, and I'm just very thankful within Him still protecting me, because this whole summer has been like crazy in itself, because a lot of violence is going around and stuff like that.
Well, I want to speak on that real quick for the people who's at what was it, Mellow
Bucks release party. Yeah,
people that was at her release party. I want to give condolences to their families and their friends. You know, if they had some friends that they lost there. I know one of my friends, D-Lo. Yeah. He was there, and his homie was in there, and he was walking through these bodies trying to find his homie. I know how like traumatizing that could be, you know. So I just, you know, give my condolences out to them.
And prayers and condolences to, you know, a couple of my, I had a passing classmate. He was a classmate of mine. And he passed not too long ago. And then, you know, some of my friends have family members that passed as well. So prayers and condolences to them as well,
Yeah.
and to anybody that else is going through anything that's not just in Chicago but in the whole world, just in different states, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and to the countries. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff
This world, I don't know, bro. That's why we can't depend on the president, bro. We only serve one king, bro.
Come on, bro.
One king.
That is that man.
Yeah.
G-O-D. That's why he put the D-O-G in me.
That's player.
I said it in the song too, I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, wait, that's okay.
You gotta keep saying
Okay.
it. Cause I mean, you go through rough patches, bro. Put that dog in you.
Okay.
I heard. I was like,
Hey, bro.
but yeah, condolences and prayers out to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a great interview. Dang, this is my. Okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know this right now. He's the first person that I recorded, and I know y'all gonna probably see this. It's gonna be like the 5th episode or 4th episode, but he's the first person I recorded. This is my first time doing this, and one thing that I reflected on before I got into this, well, while he was speaking about his beginning stages, I even forgot to pray before I went in here. But one of the things that I plan to do, through every video is to pray after, we get done with everything, after hearing his story, after just our conversation and just us parting ways, just pray about it afterwards. But, so let's do that right now as we close out. Okay. Father God, we thank you for today. We thank you for bringing me and Sabo together to do the interview today, Father, for You Are Loved podcast, Father. A podcast that you set upon my life to allow me, for you to use me, Father, to use my voice, for you to speak through me and put me on an assignment that I never thought I was capable of, Father. I just thank you for it all. Thank you for my brother Sebastian, Father. Thank you for the trials and tribulations that you put him through, Father, to help shape the man that he is today, Father. The man of God that he'll soon be boldly in, Father. I just pray that as time keeps going, as time gets closer and closer, Father, that you keep your hand on him, Father, that you keep molding his heart, Father, that you keep moving within him, Father, and that he keeps moving, with you, Father, that he, everywhere he goes, that he understands that you are with him everywhere. For it says in Deuteronomy 31:6, Father, be strong and courageous, Father. Do not be afraid, for God is with you everywhere we go. So I just pray, that he's reminded of that everywhere he goes, Father, whether that's his job, whether that's with his friends, whether any environment that he's in, Father, that that you are with him everywhere, Father. So I thank you for this podcast. I want to pray for Mellow Books, her family. I want to pray for our friends, other people's friends, other people's families, Father, that you cover them, Father, that you shield them, Father, that as they may be angry with you right now, as they may feel type of way about you right now, understand that their way isn't yours, Father, and that there's an understanding that there's a reason. I know sometimes it's hard to even say that, to their faces or just say it right now, but there's a reason why these things happen. It's a reason why these circumstances happen. It's not to break you. It's never to break you, but it's to build you and lift you up, Father, and keep rejoicing in your name, Father, and to keep you close, keep them close to you. So just pray for all those good things in your Jesus' name. In your son Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Covered by his blood and the air we breathe through him and the grace that he has given us in his generosity. Amen,
Yes,
man.
Yeah, it's nice having you on here, bro.
Man. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, definitely don't make this the last time, bro. Plan to have you on, either next season or even seasons after this, bro, because this is a calling for me. It's something I realized is talking to you. Like I said, this is only the first video. So,
hey, man.
yeah, bro. So,
in God's will, let's take this plan
Skyrocketing, bro.
On them grab.
But yeah, this is love. This is You Are Loved Podcast. I'm Kevin Bernard. This is Sabo. We out of here.
I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. Yahweh. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. Yahweh. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. Yahweh. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. I'm a living spirit. Tired of falling back, it's time to move along.